Floozy hit a slender lead. It's Floozy just in front. Scud very late. Floozy's won the Silk Stocking.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop, episode 379, proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. As always, in this episode we'll preview our big team of runners at Doomben. Good morning, Tony. Great way to kick off the off-season in Queensland for our stable. Had a couple of promising types win last week and a good day out at Eagle Farm yesterday.
Yeah, good morning, Matt. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it has been a good go in the off-season racing. I like the off-season racing. It's always good. I mean, the carnivals are great. They're great fun, and obviously there's more prize money with your better horses. But the off-season, you see the emergence of horses that are going through their grades and hopefully getting to that next level. And obviously, we also get to see some of the young apprentices ply their trade and start to lose their claim and go on a different sort of realm as well. So I really like the off-season racing. It's good. I like the Wednesday, Saturday aspect of non-carnival time. But it's only going to be around the corner as Sydney's building up now and Melbourne in the autumn. It's only around the corner for our winter carnival. So the stable's in a good vein of form and I hope it can continue.
We had an impressive filly step out last week, Pembury, as well as Antina kicking off his autumn campaign in Randwick. What were your thoughts on those two gallopers from last week?
Well, I'll touch on Antino first. I thought he was quite good. Sectionally, he was really good. He wasn't perfect, but he wasn't bad. His sectionals were great. He just bundled the start, which he can do, and made life pretty hard for him. A lot of sprint races in Sydney on last Saturday, and obviously the track also didn't help to make up that ground, which you wouldn't expect summer tracks. So he was a definite pass mark. He's come through the run really, really well. Pembury was great here. She's sort of that horse I was mentioning, the off-season horses that can pop up in off-season time, that can go to another level. She's clearly showed that. Her sectionals out of her race and all the data back offer was quite strong. It was strong off the trial, and it was no less stronger come race day. Not a usual thing we do, trial Tuesday, race Saturday. She handled it beautifully. She's off to Sydney now, most likely the Sweet Embrace Saturday week with J-Mac to ride down there. So her pedigree suggests 1200 will be no issue for her. She's a really promising filly.
And Antino as well, got some options possibly moving forward, either Sydney or Melbourne. We'll just keep that, make that decision as we need to.
Probably still on the fence a little bit which way to go there. So I know wherever I go with him, he's going to improve significantly second up. Sydney's never really seen the best of Antino in the limited racing he's had there, so I feel like I might want to stay there, but there's two good races at Flemington. We know he's very good in that Melbourne leg, and he's very good at Flemington. So there's two races at Flemington, being the All-Star Mile and the Australian Cup, that interest me as well. So there's a couple of options there, and we'll just let the next few days unfold, and we'll make a decision either on the weekend or early next week.
Very good. And just before we get into our preview of this weekend's runners, we do have a latest promotion courtesy of the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. The prize this week is a racing package at the Novotel Brisbane Airport, including overnight accommodation, buffet breakfast, bottle of sparkling wine and transfers to the races. So an all-in-one package there. To enter, head over to the Facebook group, look for this week's post of the Final Gallop, follow the link in the comments and enter your details to go into the draw, and the winner will be announced on the show next week.
These are the good ones. This is the good one. Everyone get into this. This is a good prize. We can't enter.
No.
You'd try. You get that look about you. You'd definitely try.
I'll try a false name.
Yeah, he'd definitely try. But no, we can't enter, but it's a cool prize. They look after you well. Restaurant's great out there. Alex does an awesome job with his team out there. It's one definitely worthwhile entering.
Now we'll get on to our preview of our runners at Doomben on Saturday. The rail is in the 2 metre position. Track is currently a soft 5, but looks to be fine weather ahead. Should probably get to a good 4, do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. I think so. We've had a couple of heavy dew yesterday morning, so the track will hold a bit more moisture than what we think, but I'll be certainly working on a good 4 at Doomben for Saturday, and hopefully a really nice fair pitch. I don't think with the heat, where sort of the level we're getting now in the heat, I don't think we're going to see the 3 that we saw the other day.
Yeah,
no, I think we'll see a 4, and it'll be a 4 all day.
The first race we'll preview is race 1, the 2-year-old handicap over 1,200 metres. We will have possibly 2 runners in this race. The first we'll preview is Boomtowns. Will carry 58 kilos. Andrew Jones on board and jump from barrier 13. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $6.50 for the win and $2.35 for the place. A nice written tycoon colt, impressive in both his jump outs and then a trial last week. Looks to have a good early speed, but makes it tricky from the barrier.
Yeah, I don't think he'll run Matties. I think we'll leave him alone. Team, there's 1,000 for him next week, so he'll most likely not run.
And the second of our runners we'll preview is Martist. Will carry 58 kilos. Ryan Maloney on board and jump for barrier 6. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $3.70 for the win and $1.70 for the place. This trapeze artist colt trialled well last start, just finished behind a stablemate, very strong through the line. He's always showed us promising signs, as well as last prep as well, winning 2 short trials. Looking forward to seeing him debut.
Yeah, he's a very professional colt. He's done everything right. He'll start shorter, I think, in the market. He'll parade well, he'll race well. He's drawn to get a lovely run. He's not a real speed colt, but he can be handy. He'll settle somewhere in the first 5, and 1200 will be no concern for him with his pedigree and sort of horse he is. So he's he'll run Saturday. He'll be very hard to beat, and Boomtowns will wait for next week.
Very good. The next race we will preview is race 3, the Class 1 handicap over 1,350 metres. We will have 2 runners in this race. First of those we'll preview is Dark Arts. We'll carry 59 kilos, Emily Lang on board, and jump from barrier 9. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $16 for the win and $4.40 for the place. It's a bit disappointing last start, but wasn't too far away and did get a black eye in the run. Given him a trial in between since, which he won well, and taken the blinkers off this time.
Yeah, he's playing around with him. He's sort of a bit confused, this horse, but I've been really thrilled with his work. I think tongue tie's a good gear change for him. Took the blinkers off him, really trial well without them. He has had excuses, but I think we're all getting a bit tired of his excuses. This is a pretty good Class 1, but I think he maps to get a nice run. I think he likes to be ridden just off speed and give himself a chance to build up, and he'll run better than $16, but he's a hard horse to have win only.
And the second horse we'll preview is Heroic Rebel. First up for his campaign, carry 57.5 kilos with Andrew Mallion on board and jump from barrier 2. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $27 for the win and $6.50 for the place. First up, as I mentioned, for his second racing prep with us, he won his maiden over a mile last prep. He's had 2 good trials to get him ready for this assignment on Saturday.
He's actually going really well, this horse. It's probably out of his depth. He probably wants, this sort of grade, but at a mile next start. But he's come back a lot better horse. Could easily be one for multiples here. Funny race to work out, but with the low draw, jock that knows him, I think he could be one for multiples. He's probably slightly strong for him, but he's improved a hell of a lot off last prep.
The next race we'll preview is race 5, a 3-year-old handicap over 1,350 metres. We will have Quickzou in this race. We'll carry 54.5 kilos with Daniel Moore on board and jump from barrier 5. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $6 for the win and $1.95 for the place. Broke his maiden last start at Eagle Farm over 1,200 metres in a strong front running performance. Up in trip to 1,350, but down in weight on Saturday.
Oh, look, he's a lovely big free-flowing horse. A good win the other day when Jai won him at the midweeks. He jumped quick and rolled, and he was really good. And there was a few question marks on him at the 1,200 on that day, not from us, but I think this is definitely his trip. 1,350 around Doomben. He's improved off that the other day. That confidence of the win will do him the world of good, and he looks fit, well and healthy. Got a nice light weight. Daniel Moore's a good on-speed rider. I'm pretty keen to get up and control this race in front and try and kick off that. Use that big action of his and kick off it. I think he'll run huge.
Yep.
He's a really nice horse. I run the line through him and the filly we had that's been racing in this grade, ready for Amy.
Oh, yes.
I think he's as good as her. So I think on the line I know of my horses, I think he's right in the finish.
Very good. The next race we'll preview is race 6, the fillies and mares, no Metro wins handicap over 1,350 metres. We will have up to 2 runners in this race. Time of My Life is the first we will preview. Angela Jones on board will carry 52 kilos, jump from barrier 6. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $4 for the win and $1.65 for the place. Half sister to the champion mare Winx, won her first race for our stable last start over 1,200 metres. Steps up to 1,350 now, but should be no issues the way she was through the line, and a nice lightweight for her as well.
Yeah, sectionally the other day, her last furlong was her best, Matty, as we know. We broke the race up, and I think this trip will suit her. I can't see any reason why she wouldn't get it. She's relaxing well, she's breathing well. She's just in a good spot, this mare. She's improved off that win the other day, which they have to when they've got to keep going up in grade. This is a big step up from what she was in. But I can't see why she couldn't roll in the first 4 here and really make her presence felt. Her pedigree certainly aids her at this trip. And if she can run this trip, which I believe she can, it'll open up a lot of avenues for her. So she's an exceptionally good chance.
The second runner we will preview is Addition. We'll carry 52 kilos, Emily Lang on board, jump from a tricky barrier 14. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $31 for the win and $7 for the place. First up for this campaign, she closed out her last prep consistently with a couple of seconds. Did win fresh over a shorter trip last prep and always races consistently.
Probably leave her for Wednesday. Just don't love this big big race, big field for her. Might leave her for Wednesday. If she does run, she'd go back in the second half of the field to try and get through them. But I think we might leave her for another day.
And the next race we will preview is race 7. Class 3 plate over 1,200 metres. We'll have 4 runners to preview in this race. The first of those is Abender. We'll carry 60 kilos. Ryan Maloney on board. Jump for barrier 12. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $11 for the win and $3.10 for the place. Loves this track and trip. 5 starts, 3 wins and 2/3. Drew the inside last start where he was impressive. Drawn out this time. How do you think it sets up for him?
Well, I think there's a lot of speed. There's a lot of pressure, even just with the stablemates. There's a lot of pressure in the race. So the draw mightn't be as bad as it looks on paper. You're sort of mid to back on him from that draw, aren't you? And you're sort of getting through them running on. Definitely the right grade for him. He's over the odds in the market. I don't understand how scripted's so short and he's so long. I think he's going really good, this horse. He's only his copybook really once all prep, and that was at the Gold Coast over 1,300, and that race was just so messy. Now he's out up in front leading. I think 1,200 is his trip, 11, 1,200 with speed on and running on. So he gets all the above. He just needs luck and running, this sort of horse. But as you see, Doomben's a good track for him because they put a bit of pressure on early. He can sit off that pressure and be strong late. So I wouldn't be ripping your ticket up with him from a wide draw.
The second runner we will preview is Spiethtacular. We'll carry 55 kilos after Chelsea Baker's 3 kilo claim. Barrier 1 for her. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $6 for the win and $2.10 for the place. It's been very close second in her last 2 starts at Eagle Farm, over 1,000 metres. Steps up to 1,200 metres, which he's won over before. How do you think it sets up for her?
Well, I think good. I mean, I'd probably like a race with a little bit less pressure, but she'll jump quick from gate 1. She'll either lead or box seat. She's one of the two. She's going to get herself a nice position. And the key is riding in to get the 1,200. I can't see why she wouldn't run well. She's raced well at 1,200 before, and I think her runs at 1,000. If you look at her, she's really good through the line. So for me, she's probably looking for this trip, particularly on the turning track like Doomben. The key is for me is executing the race well, and that low draw definitely aids in that. Yeah.
The next runner we will preview is Dominant Darcy. We'll carry 56.5 kilos. Emily Lang on board and jump from barrier 5. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $6 for the win and $2.10 for the place. First, second and first in her 3 runs this preparation, all at Doomben. Last start was an impressive winner out in front. Decent draw there, barrier 5, but again, as we've mentioned, looks to be good tempo in front as well.
Yeah, she'll be up there on speed somewhere. I mean, she's drawn outside of a couple of stablemates who have tempo, but she's probably quicker out the gates than Zoufani. I think she probably ends up outside the lead. You know, she's going really well, this filly. She's only blotted the copybook once at Doom over 1350 where she kicked clear and probably just down the inferior part of the track, and the horse that beat her come out and won again, which we've mentioned in the past. So I think she's got pretty good form. She won really easy here a couple of weeks back, and she's just in a good spot, this horse. So she can run well. I think she's over the odds at $6.
Yep. And the last runner we will preview for this race is Zoufani. We'll carry 56.5 kilos. CJ Graham on board and jump from barrier 3. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $19 for the win and $4.40 for the place. Second up on Saturday after a tough run, 3 wide first up, where she just didn't get the barrier draw that we wanted, but still performed admirably to the line. Did win second up last prep and gets a kind of map this time.
Geez, that was a mouthful for you, admirably, wasn't it? Jeez whiz. I think she's going
like
great.
Danica.
You are definitely not. She went good the other day. She just stepped away, not as quick as I would have wanted, and that's probably one of her flaws. She doesn't fly the gate. She's a really big mare and just takes that 100 metres to get into stride. And I'd love probably to ride her to get into stride a little bit more rather than be always so aggressive on her and rushing her off the mark. So I think in a race like this, if I look at how it sets up from that low draw, we can just jump and let her find her stride. And if that's the case, we're sort of 3rd, 4th, 5th in running, but not covering ground, getting a nice time of it. Then from the 500-600, we can start to build into the race. And she's got a really big aerobic capacity, this horse. Her recoveries and her work and stride lengths are phenomenal. So I think with that in mind, rather than always trying to rush her out of her comfort zone that first, half furlong, I think let her get into her own spot and then let her build into the race. I think we'll see a lot different horse. She is, out of all of mine in this race, she is by far over the odds. She appears to have come through the first run great. You can't fault the way she's looking and going. So I'm super happy with it. Low draw enables her to get the tidy run now the first half of the race and be strong the second half. She can be a massive improver. Well, she was in the market the other day, and all of a sudden she's out the gate in the market Saturday. I think this market of this race will change. I don't have it, in my mind, I don't see the market the way it should be in that race. So,
out of the 4 runners...
they're too hard to say. All 4 of them are obviously in the right race. One's going to get back off a good speed, the other 2 are going to be there, and I think Zoufani will be just behind that speed if I look at the way I have ours running in it. And they'll all get their chance in a race that's really, really open. These Class 3 plates, they're always good races. And all 4 of those will go on to be Class 6 horses or better in time. And there's others in the race, like the Favourite, etc. There's a few others there that'll do the same. So this is a very deep race. It'll be a really good betting race.
The next race we'll preview is race 8, the Colts, Geldings and Entires. No Metro wins handicap over 1,350 metres. We will have 2 runners in this race. The first of those we'll preview is Boom Shot. Will carry 55 kilos. CJ Graham on board. Jump from barrier 3. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $4 for the win and $1.75 for the place. He was a real super hit and run first up for a third, carrying a big weight last start. Gets a nice drop in the weight, and he was... how do you think it sets up for him?
Well, good. He just can't have any luck. He gets the wet track meetings in between when he races. He wants the wet ground. He runs on a good 3. He's going to get a good 4 on Saturday, and he really wants that wet track. He's going great. His first up run was terrific. Super. Really good. He was in the photo for second, and Make a Call he went amazing, But he's going really well. This 13-50, ever since we've taken all the gear off him, his last 4 runs have all been brilliant. So he'll run well. Like a broken record, I'll be like this with him all prep. Rain around, chances enhance on good ground. He's still a good chance, but not at his absolute peak.
The second runner we'll preview is Barreling, who's our friend who we can't see behind us. Will carry 52 kilos. Angela Jones on board will jump from barrier 1. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $3.50 for the win and $1.60 for the place. He's such a consistent gelding, this 4-year-old. He's passed 4 starts at this track and trip, 2 victories for it, and then a third and a 4. So he's always running consistently. Gets a nice low draw and a nice light weight.
Lightweight, low draw, races in the first 3 or 4. He's a lovely tractable horse. With the lightweight, I'll be happy to take it up if there's not much speed there, that's for sure. He can run really well. He's a nice horse. He's up in grade, but he's really doing the job this track and trip. So I see him racing very well. Probably, I'll have on top out of those 2. Probably him on the dry, I think. Yeah. If it was wet, Boom Shot definitely. But he was so good the other day, first up, Boom Shot, in that really strong 70. So yeah, both good chances. Probably gun to my head, Barreling.
Maybe a Quinella there. Next race.
Calm down, Turbo, calm down.
The next race we will preview is race 9, benchmark 78 handicap over 1,600 metres. We will have Make a Call in this race. Carry 59.5 kilos with Angela Jones on board. Nice low draw of barrier 2. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $7.50 for the win, $2.60 for the place. Produced a super win first up over 1,350 metres coming down the outside. Steps up to a mile here. How do you think it sets up for him on Saturday?
Well, no reason he wouldn't run well. This is sort of where he needs to be, sort of mile to 2,000. He's in great shape. His first up win was brilliant. I don't know how he's going to do it here. I'd love him to be closer off that low draw. He hates being cluttered up inside horses. And the other day he drew wide, and that's one thing he wasn't going to do. He was always going to be back outside of them. He come round and it was a huge win. Super. But he'll run really good again. I just don't know where Ange gets to from the gate with him. He's over the odds. He was completely out of the market the other day, wasn't he? $20 odd. So now he's $7.50. So I guess he's a third of the price, what he was. But the step to the miles, big plus for him, and I'm not concerned about this grade at all. The way he carries the weight. He won with 60.5, whatever it was the other day. So no, he's in good shape. He's a genuine top 3 horse. Just got to get the right run on him. He's a quirky bugger.
And the last race we'll preview is race 10, the Class 6 plate over 1,110 metres. We'll have the 3 runners in this race. First of those we'll preview is Fleetwood. Will carry 60 kilos. Ryan Maloney on board and jump from barrier 1. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $5.50 for the win and $1.85 for the place. He was strong to the line last start for third over 1,000 metres behind a lightweight winner. Gets a nice low draw here, and Ryan Maloney on board.
The low draw is important to him. I think he'll continue to shorten this horse. The weight's no worries. Gets a beautiful run. Should just pop on the back of the speed where he likes to be, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and run really, really well. He's the right horse for this race.
The next runner we'll preview is about to explode, kicking off his campaign. Will carry 58.5 kilos with Angela Jones on board. Jump from barrier 7. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $7.50 for the win and $2.45 for the place. He's yet to win fresh up, but comes off a nice jump out win a fortnight ago. How do you think it sets up for him?
He'll race mid to back and he'll need the run. He's going really well. This will be his best prep. He's had some good preps already. But he just always didn't take one run to come to his top. And I think this will be the same in this preparation. I don't think it'll change too much. So I expect a good run, but he'll improve dramatically into his second up run.
And the third runner we will preview is Zoubaby. Will carry 55 kilos with Daniel Moore on board. Barrier 6. Early odds with Ladbrokes are $2.60 for the win and $1.40 for the place. She was super last start in the right grade with a strong win and a really good ride by Daniel. Knows this mare who's got some tricks up her sleeve. Steps up in grade here, but gets a nice low weight with 55 kilos.
Yeah, he gave her an 11 out of 10 the other day, didn't he? He knows it well. He had the horse under him to take him through the race as well, but he rides tactically through a race beautifully. He'll have to do the same sort of thing here. I don't think she's as far back here. I think she's mid. She drew really awkward the other day and to really give him a start, and he sucked up through them. I think here she'll be that little bit closer. She'll be sort of mid, and she has to be, because I wouldn't want to be giving Fleetwood a big start here. She's just well weighted, isn't she, at the weights in these plate races? To step up, but she's certainly good enough for this grade. So, well, she's probably on top, but a big wary. I'm really wary on Fleetwood. He could easily win a race like this. Like 1100, low draw, turning track. Everything sets up for him. He just doesn't need, Zoubaby jamming over him late. But both outstanding chances. I find them hard to split.
Now we are into the final furlong of the Final Gallop. Tony, who was your best winning chance at Doomben on Saturday?
We're going to start early, Martist, in race 1. Yep, very good.
And each way chance, who was your best each way?
Well, today I got a stack of each way hopes, really, for the meeting. I could have easily said make a call, to be honest, but if I didn't say anything about him first up, I'm not going to jump on him now at 750. I'm going to go Quickzoo. I think he runs top 3 in the 3-year-old race for sure. You're going to give you a great sight on a summer track, and yeah, I think he's my best each way, 650.
Beautiful. And then just at the Provincials, best at the Provincials, got a few going around at Ipswich tomorrow, a couple at the Gold Coast, Toowoomba on Saturday, and possibly a couple at Sunny Coast on Sunday as well. Anything jumping out there?
I think tomorrow Brereton runs really good.
Finds
He's sort of peaking up now. He runs really, really good in that sort of race around Ippy. And then if I go to the Gold Coast Saturday, I like Boss Mode.
Yep.
He's going great, really that horse. He'd love a bit of rain around, but he's still going good enough. He comes over a good race the other day. And we'll leave probably leave Sunday alone for now, but I thought wherever maybe draws there, she can run really, really well. She was good first up, behind Tom, my life.
Beautiful. And track work this week, we had plenty go around on the dirt on Tuesday. Anything catch your eye?
Well, I thought Martist and Boomtowns were both really good on Tuesday morning. I loved watching Zerastra on the course proper yesterday morning at Eagle Farm, and I thought 2 2-year-olds were really good yesterday morning as well on the dirt. It was Final Crusade and Night Market. 2 horses going next week's races as well. So, exciting time of the year. Horses are moving along really, really well. But that'd be the peak of my track workers for the week, and we should have a good weekend over the 3 days.
Beautiful. And it is now time for Cav's Corner for this week. Proudly supported by Brisbane Airport Hotels Group as always. He has plenty of runners to pick from for this week, so let's head over to Cav's Corner and find out what he's landed on for this week's multi.
Welcome to Cav's Corner for this week. No joy last week. This week we travelled to Doomben. We'll go Time of My Life, top 2 into Zoufani, top 4. That's just over $10 for the $1 dividend. Good punting, guys.
So Tony, Cav has gone Time of My Life, top 2, into Zoufani, a top 4. So the 2 mares there. Just feel...
He loves the girls. Big Chuck. Loves the girls. He
does. Got a soft spot there.
Oh, he's got a soft spot for the girls, Chuck. It's good. It's a good multi as any.
I think he said 10 to 1.
I left Time of My Life out of mine. I probably shouldn't have. I think she gets the right run. I really like her at 13.50. So, it's a good enough multi. He's having no luck.
No,
he's having no luck. I wish he didn't take Time of My Life. He's having no luck.
Well, thank you, Tony. A big team of runners on Saturday. We had a good day yesterday at Eagle Farm as well with 4 winners there. But off-season racing keeps on going. Should be a good day's racing on Saturday.
Yeah, good day's racing. Blue Diamond Day in Melbourne as well. There's also plenty of good racing in Sydney. So plenty to watch on the weekend. Get out to Doomben, have a good day, and I hope you're all back. Plenty of winners.
Good luck, team. Cheers.